candidly and spent a lot of time and effort on that. And we settled on two firms who have impeccable reputations, are very knowledgeable and capable, and have a sincere desire to represent Lone Star. Those were the Phoenix and Science and Jane Sabrina Brown firms. These two firms include consultants who are lawyers and therefore held to the highest ethical standards. They understand the responsibility, and this will ensure that they keep Lone Star's best interests in mind. After much discussion, interviews, and thoughts, it is the Legislative Committee's recommendation to add both finalists to the firm's approved vendor list and to enter into contracts with both for the 22 interim and 2023 session, with services to begin April 1st, 2022. We feel these consultants are necessary to carry out our mission effectively. Water policy is highly complex at both the state and the local level. We need a strong presence educating lawmakers and advocating for our issues daily at the Capitol in Austin, especially in light of our district's changes in representation, while the Lone Star Board continues to focus on the vast policy work needed in Montgomery County. Without strong legislative relationships, decisions about what is best for the county fall outside our control. Our recommendation is solely intended to amplify the voices of our residents. We have the funds in the budget. We saved on the USGS contract and are under budgets on our subsidence study. These consultants will be funded through Lone Star's current budget, and an increase in water use fees will not be necessary. The Lone Star Board is committed to keeping water use fees as low as possible. With that, I'd like to make a motion to put both firms on the approved vendor list and authorize our general counsel to negotiate final agreements with both firms and for our general manager to execute those agreements once and final. Do I hear a second?
Did you want comments on any of this?
Well, yeah.
We'll second it first.
Okay. And so open for discussion. And I'd like to have John and John and Stuart, since you all are on the committee. Can you start with some comments, please?
Sure, I'll start. When we started talking about a legislative consultant a few years ago, I spoke out against it because I didn't think we were ready at that time. I didn't think we were prepared. But we've done a lot of work to put us in a position that we need to really strongly consider this at this time. It's not that anyone on this board has changed their position on any of this stuff. We were all elected with the promise of utilizing the best information available and the best data we had to advocate and do the best things we can for the constituents of Montgomery County. And that's what this board is doing. A legislative consultant for the Lone Star Groundwater Conservation District is very necessary at this time when you consider the other interested parties involved in this that have, last count, I think 21 lobbyists working for them against the best interests of the people of Montgomery County, is the way I look at it. So I'm happy to advocate for this because we need it. We need it right now. I would have a difficult time looking my constituents in the eye and saying, hey, as a member of the Republican Party here that's against taxpayer-funded lobbying, I stuck to my principles, but your bill tripled. And that would not make me feel good to do, and I think it's the wrong thing to do. And I will be in close contact. I spoke with House District Representative 15, Steve Toth, last night, because, look, eliminating taxpayer-funded lobbying has allegedly been a priority of the Republican-led House and Senate in Austin for a while, and it's not getting done, and it needs to get done. I'm happy to go testify to eliminate taxpayer-funded lobbying, but until that game changes, we need to play on the field that we're on. So I am advocating for this.
Sir?
I'm in agreement with Director Boucher. As long as the opposition has lobbyists in Austin, we're fools for not having lobbyists. I think it goes without saying that we're to the man against taxpayer-funded lobbyists. But as long as everyone else is using them, it's tough to play ball when you don't have any bats. And that's what I look at. The lobbyists are the people that's going to be there every day. We can't be there every day. We have to be in the county, in the district, taking care of our business here. We can be there from time to time, but we can't be there every day. And they can. Something comes up, they can look after it for us. And with that, I'm fully in favor of hiring a legislative assistant.
Thank you. Director Rogers, you want to make this, put on your,
I got it. I got it.
Thank you. As the other directors have said, I think we've all been against funded legislatures, and I think that you have to look at what's involved now, and times have changed. We definitely have a need for this at this time, and I think that's pretty obvious.
Director Thigpen? Yeah.
I don't know what more I can say. Everything that's been said so far, I agree with 100%. We would be doing a disservice